Hi guys! So today I'm gonna show you how to make mussels with white wine sauce and also a butter garlic noodles that pairs pretty well with the mussels. I also got like a French baguette too to eat with this meal, but the more the merrier because the more food I have, that could be lunch for the next day. But the thing is, my Michael and I, we love eating seafood, so honestly, I don't think this is gonna last for a while. But anyways, I'm gonna show you guys how to make it. So the first thing you need is mussels. Okay, I'm kidding. You need actual seafood mussels, and I got around 2 kilogram, which is around 5 pounds. And apparently that is enough just for 2 people. And I believe that's accurate because Michael and I, we love seafood. So I'm pretty sure this will last us just for dinner, but we'll see. And now I'm going to show you everything else that you need to make the two dishes. So the mussels with the white wine sauce and also the butter garlic noodles. I might try to make it a little bit a creamy garlic noodle too. So just to make it a little different. So to do quite of a quick run through of everything that you need, as you can see, everything's in Dutch, but I'll translate it in English, but of course you need seasoning. So I got salt, black pepper, basil, which you need a lot of basil for the pasta and of course the mussels as well. I got Italian mix. I don't know if I'm going to use this, but I'm just going to say it just in case. Garlic powder just in case, and I love making things spicy, so I got chili peppers as well. And then you need onions and garlic. So onion will make everything sweeter, so I'm gonna definitely do that for with the white wine. And then also a lot of garlic cloves, because you'll need garlic cloves for, of course, the garlic noodles, but in additionally to the mussels sauce as well. Um, Butter, of course, slagroom, which is also known as heavy cream or just whipped cream, olive oil, pasta cheese, and online would say you need like Parmesan cheese, but I literally cannot find that. So pasta cheese is the closest you're gonna get from me, and that would just go with the pastas and noodles. And of course, can't forget the mussels. And my white wine for the mussels is Tiempo en Tierra Verdejo. Um, Never had it. I hope it's good. If not, I'll just drink this white wine. Well, I'm stuck with it. So, yeah. So this is everything that you need to make those two dishes. It looks a lot, but because I'm in the Netherlands, the kitchen ain't that big, but it is what it is. Welcome to the Netherlands. So I just put the mussels onto the oven, and while we were cleaning the mussels, I had like a boiling pot of water, and now that's boiling, I just put in some pasta, and my pasta takes around 8 to 10 minutes to become al dente. And now we also give 4 to 5 minutes for the mussels to open up. And while we wait for them to do their thing, we're gonna cut up the onions and garlic because this will be used for the flavoring of the mussels and of course our pasta. So let's get started. So it says it has been 5 minutes since the mussels have been sitting in, but I can check and only like none of them opened up. So let's give them a little bit more time for them to open up. A fun fact is like now that I have been living in Europe for a while, it's so funny that like I don't feel like when I go to an Italian restaurant, I want to buy pasta because I now know how to make like my own seasoning and flavoring from like scratch. Now I feel like it's a scam every time I get pasta at an Italian restaurant. However, freshly made pizza, like sign me up. I've been I like crave pizza a lot more now that I'm here, and pizza is not really expensive as well, and it tastes so much better than the States. Um, and I'm maybe talking about like fast food places. Like there are great, amazing pizza in Boston, like in the North End, of course. Um, so for people who don't know who've never been to Boston, the North End is kind of where a lot of Italian restaurants, but also a lot of Italian descent family members live there. So the pasta there, the tiramisu there, the pizza there are absolutely delicious. But I'm sure if you ever want to visit Boston, people tell you to always go to the North End. They also have cannolis, but cannoli is not really my thing. But it's a lot of people's things. So as you can tell, like a lot, actually you can't even tell, but let me show you the mussels. So this is around 8 minutes. My mussels have, ooh, smells delicious, and the mussels are, ooh, let me scan them, are officially open. This is what it looks like when it's open. So this is good. I'm gonna turn that off because I don't want them to, they're gonna cook eventually when I make the soup, the sauce. So I'm letting them sit for a little bit. I'm gonna put the lid on in case others have not opened up yet that I can't see, just in case they open up now. While you're peeling, of course, and cutting the onions, always check in with your pasta because you don't want them to be too soft. So I'm gonna check. They look almost ready for me. So I think Michael just texted me. He's on his way home. I'm gonna text on my phone. I'm gonna say, sounds good. See you soon. I realized I did not cry while cutting these onions. What have I become? Alright, okay. So let's make the pasta. So I always put butter, because Italians love their butter. And I also love butter. And butter also makes the food taste really delicious. It's just it hits in so many ways. So this is around like a tablespoon or two, I think so, of butter. So I would put half of the onions and of that one full onion and also half of the garlic that we've cut into a pot and let it steam and get a crisp flavor with the butter. It smells so delicious already. And it's just butter, garlic, and onions. Let it cook. And make sure you crisp up the garlic because I try to be as fine as I could, but let's be real here. That wasn't. And then once it gets a little crispy, we're gonna put our creamy flavoring. So I put a little bit of slog room. So this is around 200 milliliters. I would put only around 100 milliliters. And it's foaming very brightly. A little bit more. That. Yeah. So the garlic, butter, and oil, of course, will make the creamy broth look a little bit brownish, but it's so much better. I would put a lot of basil. Hi, Michael. Okay, then you would put some garlic. I put some chili flakes because I like things spicy. And then Alright, put some pasta cheese, which I notice it just says milk, but it's basically a little bit like mozzarella. And one thing I also noticed I forgot to include is also milk. So I'm gonna get a little bit of milk too. How's the workout? I'm gonna add another thing, the spoons of liquefied. So there was a So this is kind of what the pasta looks like after you put all the ingredients, which was the heavy cream, a little bit of milk, a lot of Parmesan, pepper, salt, red pepper flakes, and garlic powder, and sweet onions. And do not be cheap with the butter. I realized it tastes so much better. You're gonna put a lot of butter and a lot of garlic. So boom. This is what it looks like. It looks very yellow. So yeah. Okay, so I'm back, and now let's make that white wine sauce for our mussels. So remember, I let it cool down, but this is kind of what the mussels look like. This is like a thumbnail. Okay, this is what the mussels look like. They look actually all open, which is really good, and they smell good. So it's good to know that none of them are dead. But the way you can easily avoid that is just like I said before, when you should clean them before you steam them. All right, so now let's make the white wine sauce. So you need another skillet, and then you need oil. So this one doesn't need butter compared to the butter garlic noodles, of course. So you just need olive oil just to make the pot just flat at least. Um, and then this, heat it up a little bit. And then people say you will use chili flakes, fresh garlic, onions, and of course the wine. While we move around. So before we even pour the wine, you put all the leftover garlic and onion into the pot. Yeah. So similarly to the pasta, you put onions and garlic and let it try to be roasted and crispy. So making sure the onions are not white but clear, and the garlic they get a little bit brown. And that's when you know you're ready to put in the mussels and the white wine. So, and again, so you won't be using basil seasoning. You would actually use the Italian seasoning. So I actually took it out at the right time. Let it crisp. Takes a few seconds. Ooh, okay. So let me show you kind of what it looks like. This is what it should also look like when you're making the pasta too, but I realized I didn't really record it. I just showed me doing it. So I'll show you kind of what it looks like right now. This is when you know you can start adding the other stuff. So that could be, for the pasta, you can start adding the heavy cream, and for this case, we will start adding the wine and the seasoning. So yeah. Okay, so now I'm gonna lower the heat. I'm gonna make sure everything's a little crispy. Oh, it's extra crispy, but that's fine. That's great. And then put in the wine. Smells like wine. And then you put in. I did not think this thoroughly. There is liquid in it. Not me trying to almost kill myself. Okay, so I had to pause the video because I had to do trial and error on making the sauce for the mussels. So one thing that I forgot is that you're gonna use a lot of olive oil and butter, but I also put a little bit of heavy cream because I poured a little bit too much wine and it just tastes like liquor. And a tip also, which I also forgot, like I clearly forgot a lot, but this is my first time making this. So um you need lemon or lime, something citrusy in the liquid. So I used a whole lime for this. And this is only enough for two people. So this is only for 2 kilograms. And adjust it to your liking, but it's not really spicy, even though I put some red pepper flakes. But that's okay. It looks bomb. It now tastes bomb. And now I'm excited to eat it with my baguette. Okay, so I kind of want to do a cute little thumbnail with the food I made, but I'm trying to see if I have the arm strength to have both of them in frame, but nope, I do not. I do not. Okay. All right, I do not. So here I am going to just zoom in. Here's my pasta. Ooh. Zoom in my food. Okay, this is not even a appealing look, but let me